Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks. I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I am feeling a little bit fancy with this one. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my brand spanking new Boom! Cyclone 9 shirt. Yeah, it's very cool looking. I love the design. Who and or what is Cyclone 9? Cyclone 9 is a group / more or less one-man project kind of deal of the sort of industrial variety, sort of electronica, metal and stuff. Specifically helmed by the incredible Nero, who has, had his hand in all kinds of cool works for, decades now. I kind of got into their stuff actually just last year. I wasn't too aware of them, but, Nero was going over there and touring around with another artist named Scold, and, that kind of got me into some of his stuff, and they turned out to be really great. I got to see them perform last year, and then I actually got to see them perform just a few days ago at the time I'm doing this. I actually got some videos of both of the performances that I've attended of his. If you happen to be interested, they are on the channel. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as the music goes, because I think they're incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why am I feeling fancy? Ooh, pinky's out. Well, folks, that's because I'm trying something from a local spot that I've been meaning to hit forever. Specifically, a place called, let me turn my head and make sure I'm getting the name correct, Sweet and Brew Cafe. Yay! This is a cool little corner cafe that's been in this little sort of strip mall area for, a few years now, and I just never got out to them. I'm not like the biggest cafe person, I'm not against it, it's just not a thing I usually think about. But I've been wanting to hit this place, I finally am, and what am I reviewing for you? And like I said, I am feeling fancy, because it's Boom! Happens to be Crepes! Or Crepes, or however the hell you're supposed to pronounce it. These specifically are mozzarella and sauteed mushroom crepes. Ooh. I could count on one hand and have fingers left over the amount of times I've had crepes in my life. It's like maybe 3 times. But I saw this, it was one of their options, I was like, I want to get in on that. So, let's get a thing for the thing here real quick, and we'll go, ha 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 ha. And what with this being a local establishment, this review is going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just cool Illinois spots. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. And it comes with stuff, too, and I don't know what the stuff is, so I need to figure that out. I'm guessing butter? That's not butter. What are you? Maybe like a ranch sauce? Okay. I'm going to go with like a ranch. Something like that. I also want to comment on like just the setting and like the decor and everything. This is like one of the most adorable spots I've ever been inside. Like, I seriously need to come back here just on my own time and just get food and just like enjoy the atmosphere, because I really enjoyed it while I was there. And the lady behind the counter was very, very nice. Ooh. Maybe like an apple cider vinegar kind of thing? Okay. Well, let's just start with the crepes themselves, and then we'll go from there, figure out if we want to add any toppings or such. All right. I love me some mushrooms. Big, big fan. Will I enjoy them in crepe format? I would imagine so. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's properly nice. I enjoy the mushroomy taste. I mean, at the end of the day, that's, mainly what I'm getting it for. Um, let's get another thing. The mozzarella is nice and melted. The crepe is nice and light. Yeah, it's nice. I think one of the things that sort of has kept me away from crepes a little bit is because they are a little bit lighter than, say, like pancakes or waffles. And I'm a hungry guy. So I typically like some real, stacked stuff when I'm going in, especially for breakfast food. But these are very nice. And actually, for something like this where it's kind of like a lunch for me, this is a really nice thing to have. Because it is a little bit lighter, but it isn't light on flavor. It's very tasty. I don't really think... That's good. Mushrooms seem to be cooked nicely. They're not overcooked or undercooked. They're kind of like, they've still got structure to them. They're not mushy or anything. Yeah, these are nice. I don't think that either of the sauces that it came with would particularly benefit these particular crepes. I'm guessing they're just sort of general sauces that come with it. Sort of like when you get like salsas from like Mexican restaurants. But yeah, I think these are nice. They're good. They're light. All the flavors that I want are there. And it's simple. That's just really tasty. I have nothing but enjoyment for this. And it tastes pretty much exactly how I expected it to taste. That's why I ordered it. So, yeah, I'm down with that. All right. Well, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. I think that honestly, in both counts, for me personally, and mind you, that's just the type of crepes that I personally put together. They have a lot of different options. They also have sweet options. They have coffee. They have gelato. A whole bunch of cool stuff. And I think for me, just going off of this, like I said, I'm not typically a crepe guy, but like, if I can get some good crepes and like be in a cool little atmosphere, get myself some coffee or something, I can maybe be a little bit of a cafe guy. I got the hobo gloves and everything, like, I look like I could be like a, semi-destitute artist, right? Yeah, I think I got that look down. But no, I really enjoyed that. It was tasty. And like I said, I think that that's something I could see myself going over there and getting every now and again. So, plus I'd really like to try out their other options. And if I'm recommending it, I absolutely am. I mean, again, I'm not like crepe supreme experience guy, so I can't exactly go over there and tell you how good or bad they are in relation to a multitude of crepe options. But I will say this, I've had crepes from IHOP. They're better than that. And everything that I wanted was there. Like, the mushrooms tasted nice, the mozzarella was nice and melted, and the crepes themselves were tasty. So, for me, it worked out perfectly fine. And I think that, again, cool little cafe setting, get yourself some coffee, get yourself some crepes. I could see that being a thing for people. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly creptastic rest of your life. That doesn't sound right. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal experience with crepes? Are they something that you hit up regularly, something that you've only ever had once in a while, something that maybe you just don't want, you just have no interest in? Like I said, for me personally, very, very limited experience, but it's something that I'd like to expand my options on a little bit, become a little bit more familiar. I mean, really, that's like almost every type of food, because, like, it's kind of the format of the show, plus just me personally. But what about you? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Bye.